short video. I took the work vehicle out. Y'all know I ain't that big on vehicles because they kind of low key, passive aggressive, low vibration. All vehicles are, y'all. I don't care what vehicle you drive. Okay, I've been a I've been a driver long enough to know that moving our bodies is more important than moving a vehicle. Okay, so I'm not really going to be looking at the comments much, but I just want to remind everybody I don't put a lot of content on this channel. If you want the bonus content, you have to go to my Nebula Tide channel. Okay? If you want the extended, non-traditional, and traditional guidance, you have to go to my Nebula Tide. Otherwise, you're only getting small appetizers on this channel now. And eventually, this channel this year won't even be active, y'all. Okay? I'm releasing it. So don't even don't make this channel my number one channel to go to. The number one channel you should be going to for the guidance is the Nebula Tide channel. Okay? The link has been posted multiple times in the community news. I will post it again when this video ends. Okay, so I'm going to just drop some words on y'all. And y'all can meditate on these words today. And see what y'all get, what downloads y'all get, what you can write, what you can create, you know, what your angels got to say to you. Okay. Sanctuary. Sanctuary was given to me more than one time. More than one time in more than one way. So sanctuary could be the spiritual space, the places that you like to go that you don't tell nobody where you go, the art that you do that you never share or that brings you peace, the art you create for yourself, that could be sanctuary. So what is your sanctuary today that has nothing to do with spending money? Okay. Another word I got, non-material. So meditate on that. I also got stay a little hungry. So I heard full is full and it's not working, and it's not working fully in your favor to be full. Not today. So see how you can leave some space between you and some people. Okay, that could be that you're resting. Sometimes when you rest, you leave space between you and somebody. I heard rest is beneficial. And that's one of the best ways you can get revenge is to rest. Literally just like, don't even keep working on something. Just be like, I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to really work on this with us, or I'm not going in too hard on it. I'm cutting back to the point. I'm cutting back the work that I'm doing on this difficult thing that is going to be like I'm kind of resting while I'm doing it. I got so many downloads today and yesterday. I also got less. So try to take your abundance that you got to give to the world and don't just dump it on the world, y'all. Make the world come to you. Make people start coming to you without just dumping everything on people so you can win them over. Okay? If people can't appreciate your appetizers, then are they really worth the full course meal? Like, for real, y'all. If people can't appreciate the little things you do, then why even keep people around? And that includes people in your social group or people that you connect with, okay? Especially if you're giving things out for free and ain't really getting much back. Okay, deal with people that can give gratitude even for the little. Like for me, you know, a family member last night brought me my medicine and brought me my food. And I knew there was no way I could get up and get it, you know. And I realized, like, you know, I have that privilege. I have a privilege that some people don't got. I got somebody that will bring me my medicine or bring me my food. Like, that's, you know, that's a privilege. You know, sometimes you got to stand back and see things at a different perspective. You know, just because someone isn't bringing what you expect them to bring, don't mean they're not good enough for you. Sometimes what you expect them to bring, they're not brave enough to bring, so you have to bring it. I hope that clicks in some of y'all minds, okay? This is why I reached a point today where I just forgive everybody. Like, I'm just forgiving everybody, you know, in my life that didn't bring things I expected them to bring. Because who knows what fear, what demons is they're dealing with that's keeping them from bringing those things. Only thing I can focus on is what I'm bringing and what I don't want to bring. That's all I can worry about. And at this point, y'all, we can't be bringing stuff. We can't be bringing stuff to people if we're not willing to see it as a gift. Just see it as a gift. Everything you do for people now, just see it as a gift, or don't even do it. Like, don't even do it, y'all. Now, don't even do it if it's not a gift in your mind. Because you just don't know what people are dealing with that's keeping them from coming towards you to give it back. The Creator just gives gifts. The Creator is just like gives gifts. And if people do stuff back, if people give to you what you want, then consider yourself really highly favored in that moment. But if they don't, so what? So what? What you gave was a gift. Okay? Yesterday, now I got this powerful download, y'all. I'm not putting it on this channel because we all know there's some people that come here, they have no respect for my copyrights. So my deep dive and downloads, I'm not even putting online today. Okay? They'll just be for sale. Now, this is something that I found out. Sometimes some wisdom that you have, you're supposed to keep to yourself. And if you don't keep it to yourself, then it's supposed to be used to make you a profit. It's not supposed to be a gift. I'm sick of people thinking that everybody got to give their wisdom for free. Nobody has to give their wisdom for free. So if you are getting powerful downloads, wise things, you know, if you're having spiritual aha moments, which you should be very soon, if it hasn't started, don't be just coming up online dumping those spiritual aha moment downloads on here online and knowing you ain't getting paid. Especially if you are of color. If you are a woman, you cannot be doing as much free things as the men can. And you just can't. Okay? We didn't learn, right? We didn't learn from last year. So, throw a couple little bread out there, little seeds for the world. But the hearty stuff, you put that out there with a price on it. That's what it means, turning pro. Stephen Pressfield talks about turning pro, that you also got to make sure that some of what you're doing with your stuff is because you want to get paid. Okay? Amateurs do a lot of things for free in any way and messy and don't care if it brings any profits in. That's amateur. Turning pro means you do keep some things to yourself unless people pay for it. Okay? Or you're putting it on somewhere where you plan to monetize or get paid at. Okay? Here's another thing. People who you sense is not respecting your energy, you got to get rid of everything of theirs. Okay? Start this year off clean. We always want to clean ourselves, right? We always want to be like, I'm going to clean up, I'm going to get better habits, this and this and that. But what about getting rid of everything that's connected to people who don't respect your energy? And that includes on these platforms. If you even sense that anyone's connecting to your energy and they coming up in your news feed, immediately hit do not recommend and get them out of your energy. When I tell y'all, I know things about how the metaphysical world work, I mean that. And I cannot tell y'all for free in this video. But I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are not getting where y'all need to be because y'all have a system of leeching off your essence. Clear it out. Take today, go through if you got to turn off your history and recommendation, that's what I want to do. I want to turn it all off. Like, I just want to turn it all off. Whereas if I want something, I'll go towards that person. I don't really want people just being able to come up in my feed. When I tell y'all this, y'all, I really do mean what I'm saying, y'all. I really do mean what I'm saying. Start clearing out your social apps and technology more often. Okay? Like, for real. Another thing is, okay, start being more sacred with your psychic abilities. Don't be telling everybody with your psychic abilities, we can't talk about that no more. Because when people see you got a certain psychic ability that's abundant, they will try to connect with that. Okay? Some of y'all may be talking to people who are psychic, who are mentors. They might be online, okay? Don't be telling them that what your powers are, okay? We're living in a very opportunist world, and there's an angel number for that says opportunist world. Be more private. Sanctuary also means private. Don't just mean where you go and locking yourself in a room or having a secret life. It also means more private with your abilities, not outsourcing your personal power by mistake and for free. Okay, you don't want to do that. I made the mistake and I did it by accident on this channel. Now I got all these shapeshifters constantly coming here, waiting to see what I say, waiting to pull out their cards. Now y'all see, let what I went through on this channel be an example of what the mistakes you can make and not even know you're making them. Like, I didn't even know. I called myself, I was in the helping energy. You know, I called myself, and next thing I know, I'm in the fight of my life for my destiny. I'm fighting a couple people, but it ain't that hard of a fight because I know how to throw them off. I know how to give them burnout. I know how to make them chase me. I know how to confuse them. I know how to withhold my most abundant things so all they get is the bottom of my jelly jar. I know how to do that. But not all of y'all know how to do that and can sense when people are trying to come for your destiny. Now some of y'all are that strong in your psychic abilities to sense that. You know, like I did just now. Okay? I know that some people pick a certain time of day to attack me, a certain place to attack me. I know that. So that I threw everybody off. See how this is different? I even threw the algorithm off. See, I can sense when people think they have me in a cycle. Okay? I got this today. When you're going in a circle and getting nowhere. Okay? There's obviously something that has learned your energy and is manipulating your energy. So you need to do something that's off the wall to throw it off. Okay? Like I'm doing right now. See that? See that? So if anybody was sitting up there channeling my energy, that kind of threw them off. If they're doing something with their decks, they didn't see that coming. They didn't see that coming. This is how you got to be. Okay? A magician is unpredictable. If you're predictable, you ain't being that powerful. I don't care what resources you're using. Okay? There's a time to be doing the same thing the same way, and there's a time where you be like, no, I need to change things up. Okay? See how you can be spontaneous sometime with your business. In my writing, I started breaking the writing rules more. I stopped using concrete nouns all the time because I noticed that was what I was doing all the time. So now sometimes I don't use concrete nouns in my work. I might have 3 lines where I don't use any concrete nouns. You know what has happened? I'm attracting another part of my abundance audience. Now I'm getting more attention for my work. Learn how to be mysterious. Learn how to be someone that says, I'm just not going to follow the system rules, the time. You know, some of y'all got used to me getting on here at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. I didn't blindside people, huh? Because I'm on at this time. I'm on at this time. I'm not sitting at my table. I'm not in somebody's house. I'm not any of that. Y'all don't see no cards. Because I'm sick of people thinking they're gonna always know me. I can show people they don't know me like they think they know me. And that's how y'all gotta be as well, okay? Sit back. If you're in introspection energy, which some of y'all are going to be in, if you're wondering, how can I be off on my own today? How could I could be better off on my own today? Find what makes you happy. When you find things that make you happy, it's easy to be on your own. Like, I'm telling you, no lie. If you're like, I'm lonely, I'm afraid, it's because the things you were doing was partly based upon who you were with. Okay? You could take things along with you in the place of people. Go still live your life. And if you get lonely, take a book with you. Take a book with you. Take something to write with. Talk and meet new people. Some of y'all are supposed to meet new people, but you're never going to meet these people. You're never going to meet these people this month. If you're scared to live your life on your own. If you know you want to go to the movies, go to the movies. If you know you want to go to karaoke, go to the karaoke. Like, nothing's going to change in your life because you're doing nothing. And you're doing nothing if you're doing the same thing and it's not working and you're still feeling the same lousy feeling. That means you're still doing nothing. So, go live your life. How long can you live in paranoia? Till you're 90 and regret and have regret? Like, wow, why didn't I live my life? For real, y'all. Just and if somebody don't want to go with you, then don't take them with you. Like, okay, look what I'm about to do, y'all. Hold on, y'all. See this? Here. I don't have to sit in this car. I do not have to sit in this car. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on hold for a second, okay? Okay. Okay. I want to walk. It doesn't matter if this is a parking lot. I'm gonna walk in this parking lot. I'm gonna just show y'all just how systematic this system is. Everybody comes to the mall and they go run to the stores or they sit in their cars. Now, can you imagine if people actually walked in a parking lot? Walked the parking lot. How many calories they would burn if they just used the parking lot as their walking place. They'd be able to look at the stores. They would be able to go in the stores eventually and get what they need. We need to realize that we can make the most of where we at in our situation. I was just thinking a moment ago, like, oh, I need to go to the park and get my steps in. Why do I have to go to the park to get my steps in when I can get my steps right here? I was literally sitting there thinking, y'all, I could go to the park and get my steps in and then drive right back here to the mall and get my shopping. Now, that was wasting gas. That was wasting gas, okay? When I can literally just watch where I walk this parking lot. I can park right over here and walk all the way over to the stores that I need to get my steps in, and get my shopping in. But I just wonder, like, why don't people think like this? Because we're all programmed. We're all a part. We're all being programmed, y'all. Like, seriously. That there's a certain place we work out. There's a certain place we study. There's a certain place we eat. There's a certain place we go with our friends. This is stupid to even think like that. We're all literally, a lot of people think they're not robots, but they still are. There's certain foods you eat in the morning, certain books you read at certain times. Why? If we're free and we got free spirit, why are we all doing that? Like, why? Oh, you can't sit and talk on your phone in the parking lot. You need to be at a park where there's trees. No, I don't. I can talk right here. I talk where I feel like talking. If you're saying that you're free, that you're not in the matrix, what excuses are you making? And you know, what reasons are you giving yourself not to do certain things in certain times? Because the system say you're not supposed to. Oh, don't stand and talk in the parking lot. That's forbidden. You're supposed to get out your car and go into the store, right? I can sit right here in this car and write my stuff. Write my work for the day. Talk to y'all. Walk around here to get my steps in. Go shopping. Grab a sandwich and go home. All in one place. Saving so much time, driving time. Like, this is the truth, y'all. Hi, everybody. I'm going to put y'all on hold for a second, okay? It's starting to rain and I don't want to ruin my phone. Yeah, I'm going to get back in this car. Okay. See? I switched it up a little bit. If you learn how to work your phone, you can realize the camera, literally, you can keep changing the camera. But you see how simple that was? I wanted to change things up. I wanted the scenery to be a little different. So I got out. You know, if I don't want to deal with negative people in here, I just delete their comment and move on. If I don't want to deal with negative people in here, I get my mods to kick them out. But just because everybody else is doing videos where they're editing this and editing that, why do I have to do that? Why? For more views? The people that's supposed to find me will find me. The creator don't make no mistakes. When people are supposed to find, let me get closer up on this camera. I'm working the hell out of this camera now, y'all. When people are supposed to find you, they will find you. There's no need. Let's all just stop trying to get popular. Like, that's another thing. You don't need the whole world to know you. Up on these platforms, you just need the people that's supposed to know you. That's it. If you got 5 people sending you donations, if you got 5 people celebrating your work, you're actually pretty blessed. Like, for real. Don't matter what everybody else is getting. You know, I have a family member that has a problem with seeming to always need more and more attention. Like, friends, more family, more this, more that. It's like they're just never satisfied with their little small, tightly little knit family and their 2 friends. And I told him the other day, I said, you're just like never satisfied. Like, you're just like, it's like never enough. I said, this is why, like, it's harder for you to lose the weight than it's harder for me. I said, you got to reach the point where you got to be like, okay, I got enough. When is enough, y'all? Enough is enough. Like I'm not doing no group stuff 2, 3 days, 2, 3 times a day, no more like I was doing, because I got about 100 videos already of groups, of creative groups. What do I need anymore? I don't need more books to teach me about life. I don't need more art books to teach me about art. I don't need more friends to make me feel good. We have to drop weight today. I literally got get rid of those things that's not working for you. Done. You don't need 4 different lifestyles, 4 different wardrobes. You don't need 5 different coats. Y'all, it's look, we want to be elevated, we want to be powerful, but yet we don't want to let go of a lot, right? Those days are over where we could just be sitting on a bunch of stuff and have breakthroughs. At this point, y'all, let's just appreciate the fact that we have rituals that work. So my closing download I will give y'all on this channel: create rituals today. That's what I was told directly by from the angels. Create some rituals for you that work. It has to be like, this is what you eat, this is where you go, this is how you work out, this is the fun things you do, and make them and see them as rituals. Like, because when you see them as rituals, you see them as as something that has to be repeated. You see it as something that is important for your spirit. So ask, is this, whatever I'm doing, is this good for my spirit? It's good for your spirit to stay a little hungry. Wake up. If you drink coffee, have your little cup of coffee. Have your little cup of coffee. Have your little cup of coffee, because I'm allowed to have 2 coffees a week, y'all. My doctor said I'm not allowed to have any more than that, because of my muscles. But anyway, have your cup of coffee, have your sandwich, and that's it. Stay hungry, y'all. And I'm not saying that because Les Brown said that. There's spiritual things I know about staying hungry. We know the word as hunger, but that's not what the angels call it. Okay? But I just tell y'all the word hunger, because that's what y'all know it as. Okay? I don't really like to say the word hunger, because it triggers like less, I'm without, or like, you're forcing yourself into some like feeling of needing. So I don't really like to use that word, but I shared that word with y'all. But allow yourself to have noticeable, fillable space where you're definitely filling this space, and you're definitely feeling like there's distance. Okay? When you feel like there's some distance between me and that I know I can't trust anymore. Like, you cannot trust food anymore. Unless you're growing your own food, you can't trust it. So I have to put distance between me and food. Excuse me. I have to put more distance between me and food than my ancestors did. So I also mean I have to put more distance in my stomach. Okay? From my stomach and food, okay? Because I know it's always suspicious. All food is suspect to messing with our connection to God. Solid food. John Rose is right when he talks about solid food vacation. For real, y'all. Like, I had some sauce last night, and I felt like I got free. Like, no lie. I said, ooh, chow. I just wanted the sauce. And that just made me realize, like, why do we need everything solid? Why can't we just have things soft and saucy? Like, why can't we just get back to that? So I really want to look into doing solid food vacations. And I'm not talking about like just juice fast. I'm talking about like where I'm like eating like baby food type of food. Like I might even just eat baby food for a week to see what happens, y'all. I'm serious. But solid food, like vacation, like everything's just in the blender. Blender. Only thing I might not blend is the meat. But what if I could get protein that's in the blender and I'm just everything is just even my protein is in the blender. Like that would be so nice, like just to be a little bit nicer to our bodies and in our chakras. I think we all been hurt so much that we do need to eat like the babies. We might even got to live like babies for a while. Let other people help us out. Let other people share some of the work. Just how babies will take naps through their day. I think we all need to get back in that energy, like a couple days a week where we're just like resting, napping, a couple of naps a day. Because sleep and rest do heal. It does the work for you. As long as you don't have like a terminal illness. So I do think we got to start like looking at how we can add some baby life into our babies, like into our baby energy. Okay. Because we're still all babies. We think we're grown, but we're all babies. The problem is that we start to get our sensitivity starts being abused too much, and then we start getting out of control, like crying, screaming, complaining babies all day. And that's what I'm seeing like a lot of us is becoming, like a baby that just won't stop crying and complaining and screaming and having fits. We have got to start drinking our little milk, having our little warm milk and our chocolate little cookie, and going to sleep, like literally taking some naps. Y'all, I don't even get out of bed unless God tell me to now. I'm not doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and jumping out of bed. I'm not saying, ooh, it's 8 o'clock, I got to get out of bed. I'm not doing it, okay? Unless it's a 9 to 5 job, I got to work 20 hours a week. Yes, I said it. No more than 20 hours a week. 30 hours if I just want some extra money. But jumping out of bed, no. I realized the devil been taking a lot of my sleep from me, and I didn't even know the devil was doing it. So when I went back to sleep last night and I counted the hours, I slept at least 13 hours. And it felt so good, y'all. And I'm ready to go back to sleep again today. Like, ooh, I can't wait to go back to sleep. Don't underestimate the power of sleeping. Like we have overrated jumping up and doing some work. Like I don't know how that happened. Like as a collective, we need to say, rest and sleep is good. Rest and sleep is good. Rest and sleep and good is good. Laying in our beds for an hour after work is good. Laying there with our books and our scriptures, not even stepping out of bed yet, is good. We need to get back to that. Because I notice when I open my eyes now and I don't even jump out of bed within 5 seconds like these coaches is saying, and I just reach over for my little scripture book and my tablet, and I just, I put on an audio book and I just listen to it, to guide me in life. And I didn't even get out of bed yet. When I get out of bed, I'm more than ready. I'm more than ready. I think we have to be more than ready before we even think of stepping out of bed. If you're still exhausted, if you're still low spirited, still sad and angry with the world, then you're not supposed to get out of bed. You might as well just keep laying in that bed and praying it out. You might as well just stay there, put on some holy music, and look at your scriptures until you are mentally acceptable in society where people won't say you're disturbing their peace. Get your mind to that point where people will not say you're disturbing their peace. You won't disturb the peace of your family. You won't be on edge all day. You won't be thinking negative all the time. You're starting to feel a lot of positive energy. When you feel that, that's when you get out of bed. That's when you get out of bed. When you have enough life to give to life, when you know you have it in you, you can feel it. That's when you get out of bed. If you are feeling like you're just holding on to rot, dwelling on the rot, you only got rot to bring to the world, then you need to go ahead and sit in your rot and let the rest of the world get away from it. Stay away from it. I know this is like straightforward, but you know, if you're not ready to fight, to slow down the process of your rot, then don't even get out of bed. If you won't get out of bed, just go ahead to church. Hop in your car and go straight to the church. Don't go nowhere else but to the church. Or go to your little church room. But don't get online talking. Don't go out here talking, because a lot of people some people did their work, and we don't need to be knocked back down because you didn't do your inner work before you came out here in these streets. Like I'm even watching my family members like, do I sense that you did some spiritual inner work? No, okay, I'm distancing myself from you. I'm gonna go ahead and just get out of Dodge. I don't even care if you're not gonna say nothing to me. You're still gonna project that vibration to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of Dodge. I hope y'all getting that energy too. Like, don't nobody gotta say nothing mean to me. If I can sense that they ain't do their inner work, and even if they're 2 feet away, I'm getting 10 feet away. And that's even with my family. I got a family member that certain days of the week, they don't do no inner work. They just give it all to the devil, like straight up, energetically. And I'll be like, woo, I gotta like literally run from them. I gotta stay away from them almost all day. You're not allowed to let the devil win a lot several days a week and them same days a week. I notice people are doing that. Every Friday, they just get their life over to the devil. Every Saturday, here, take it, devil. And then they think, oh, I'll just make up for it the next 4 days, 5 days. No. Fighting for your love. What you're fighting for is your love of life. The devil don't want you to love life. The devil don't want you to love life. Don't want you to find ways to keep loving it. And if you stay hungry, you will keep loving it. Because let me tell you, as the famous quote say, distance make the heart grow fonder. Okay? I was looking up something yesterday about how come when everything tastes bad, like you don't like no food, you don't like what you're doing, you don't like nothing, you just don't like nothing, no food, nothing's fulfilling, it's because you didn't put enough distance. You don't got enough space between you and them, enough emptiness from them. There's something you got to do that you have been distant from, and then when you do that, if you do that more often, whatever you don't like no more that you used to like, that is good for you, you will like again. So if y'all saying, if any of y'all feeling like food ain't working, you don't like food, you're not in a romance, all of a sudden you don't like flowers, you don't like this, and you used to like all that stuff, it's because you've been too spoiled. That's just the truth. You have not given enough gratitude through distance. Do y'all know that distancing yourself from something is also gratitude? Not using it is also gratitude. We love to say, oh, I'll just thank you. I'll just say thank you for your service. Sometimes it's like I'm not even going to use you for a while to give gratitude. That way, when I do have you again, I will give even more gratitude for you. And that's just like real talk. Allow yourself to have distance between you and your partners a couple days a week, where y'all only talk maybe like 15, 20 minutes and that's it. That's it. I'm telling you, when you get back together those other 4 days a week, then you can have some meeting in the mind. Some of y'all can't even hear yourself because y'all will not give distance between you and other people. Y'all can't hear yourself. You can't hear your soul. So then you get frustrated and you start arguing with family members. And they're not hearing their soul because you guys are still keep going back and forth. You know, sometimes you know, I noticed with my one family member, y'all, that they often cannot connect with me intuitively because they won't put distance between them and people who's harnessing their energy when I'm not around. But as soon as I told them, like, you're talking to people who is done with their life. They're done. They didn't get married. They didn't have, you know, they're old, they're 80. And they're sucking up your energy and they're blocking you from intuition with me. And then it's causing chaos. I said, you have to let them accept that they wasted their life and their energy. You cannot make it up for them because you still haven't reached their point in life. You still need to hear your children, your kids a lot. You still need to hear me a lot. You still need to connect with us a lot. They're on their way out. Those other people are checking out. And it's meaning it's obviously they're checking out. It's not your job to give them what they missed out on. They should have took care of themselves and they would be able to clean their house. That's not your job to step in and do it all. So I really hope this video was inspiring. As I said, I don't give my best downloads on this channel and my spiritual downloads that I get. If you want the psychic guidance and the other guidance, deeper guidance, a variety of type of guidance and downloads, you got to go to my Nebula Tide channel. Okay, y'all? I hope I see y'all there. Eventually, y'all going to see there's no videos on this channel being done. And then you're going to go, okay, well, where's Miss V? I'm on my Nebula Tide and my lifestyle channel. Bye, everybody. I'll see y'all on those channels this weekend.